Salute. Appreciate you guys. Salute. Peace and blessings. Salute everybody. Appreciate everybody. Shout out. Salute. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for joining us on another episode or another show, the NBA Script Revealed, NBA Decoded. Just want to say shout out to everybody that continues to support the YouTube and leave positive comments, as well as reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram, and all the other social platforms. Just inquiring, asking questions, and continuing to build, with people like-minded, just trying to take advantage of these scripted scenarios that, are occurring on a daily basis. So shout out to you guys. We're meeting a lot of new people, a lot of different people from all around the world. It's really inspiring just seeing how many people are appreciating the work and are, just reaching out. So shout out to you guys once again. But, today was another cool day, another cool day. Could have been better. I wish we actually had a perfect night, but we did not. But, you always got appreciative of the positive days, no matter what. You don't want to be greedy or whatever the case may be. I try to instill this in everybody that I come across on, approaching this stuff as a business. And, some people, they tend to just be compulsive, risk takers and compulsive gamblers. And just like the action, they don't really see how exactly you're supposed to, take advantage of it and strategically find your way through these things to come out, beneficial for both you, your family, and also your peace of mind. A lot of people, they watch every second of every game, stressing out, their blood pressure going up and down, and that's not the way that you guys should be approaching this. But shout out to everybody, new and old. Obviously, the people that have been here for a while, they know exactly how to approach these things. But, for the new people that are still learning, you will get the hang of it, and you will start to understand exactly, how to tackle these games and how to attack them. But the most scripted game of the day today, it was pretty obvious. There was not really a negative really on it, one or two things. But for the most part, it was pretty one-sided. So... And, we gave out underdogs today. It was an underdog day. And, we always like to give out beneficial lines, positive lines when we can. But we really don't attack the minus 200, minus 300s, and minus 400 games like that. That those games are very, very difficult to, to profit off of. So we like to stay within a certain range that makes it more beneficial for the community, and it doesn't make the individual risk as much, as we like to say. So shout out to everybody who continues to practice responsibility, which is something that we preach all the time. Being very responsible with the way in which you do this, and a lot of people are doing it. So shout out to you guys for the people that are doing it correctly. You know, very very difficult to do. To stay very even-minded, even-keeled, and balanced. A lot of people just get crazy with it, but that's not something that we like to do. So shout out to everybody that's going about it the right way. But just to get into the game today, and quickly focus and speak about exactly the one-sided game. Shout out to Luka Doncic, man. A lot of this guy's games just happens to be very easy to call. For example, today the Dallas Mavericks were actually an underdog on the road going up against the Brooklyn Nets. So this was the one of the underdogs that we gave out today. This one was obviously the Dallas Mavericks. They started out about plus 120, plus 125. I believe closer to game time was about plus 115, somewhere around that. And then throughout the game, there wasn't too many times to take advantage of a plus money price, because the Dallas pretty much controlled this game for the most part. But prior to the game, this was an underdog, and they pretty much took care of business. They controlled the game for most of the game, and just to get into exactly what we had today. So February 27th, obviously 227, 227, a big number. It's the 49th prime number. So February 27th has a connection to Dallas because 227 is the 49th prime. As you can see, Dallas equals 49, and 49 is a number that plays with Dallas. Doesn't mean 100% that they're necessarily supposed to win, but it is a number that follows Dallas, and it's very significant to their sports franchises. So just getting into what we had today, the Dallas Mavericks. So the Dallas and Brooklyn is all about 22 and 13. Anybody that follows gematria, these are two very big numbers with these teams. As you can see, the Brooklyn Nets with the loss today became 22 and 13. Now these are numbers that correlate with both of these teams. Dallas equals 22 in single reduction and 13 in the pure cipher. And then we also have the Nets equaling 13 in the pure cipher, just like Dallas. The blue cipher is the pure cipher, and 22 in single reduction. It's these same ciphers. So the Brooklyn Nets with the loss today against Dallas became 22 and 13. They also stayed on 13 home wins, which is very, very significant because 13 is the 6th prime number, and they became 13 and 6 at home. So they picked up their 13th loss of the season versus Dallas, the 13 team. And they also stayed on 13 home wins while picking up their 6th loss of the season, 13 being the 6th prime number. And also, this game was being played on ABC. ABC equaling 6 in the pure cipher. So, this was a great instance for the Knicks to pick up their 6th loss of the season versus the 13 team Dallas, them themselves being a 13 team. 13 being the 6th prime and playing on the ABC network, ABC equaling 6. But as you guys could tell from today was a 16 date numerology. So Dallas Mavericks with a win today became 16 and 16 on a 16 date numerology. And then we also have 16 correlating to the Brooklyn Nets because Brooklyn Nets equals 53 in the pure cipher, and 53 being the 16th prime number. So this is a number that correlates with both of these teams. Well, actually, the date numerology correlates with one of these teams, but Dallas became 16 and 16, okay, by picking up the win against the Brooklyn Nets, equaling 53, the 16 prime. And also, just to show you guys, so today was actually the 78th meeting all time between these two franchises, Brooklyn Nets and Dallas Mavericks, the Nets and the Dallas Mavericks, the 78th meeting, right? But if you dig a little deeper, you'll see that so the prior 62 meetings was between Dallas and the New Jersey Nets. So if you have 78 meetings minus 62, that leaves 16. So this was the 16th game between the Brooklyn Nets and the Dallas Mavericks. 16. There we go. 16 popping up again. Brooklyn Nets equaling 53, the 16 prime, and Dallas becoming 16 and 16 on the season in the 16th game between these two franchises ever since the Nets moved over to Brooklyn. So this is very significant. I know a lot of people probably didn't have this stat, but this was a very significant stat. 16 and 16 in the 16th game against the 53 team, the 16 prime on the 16 date numerology. So for all you guys who don't know how to do date numerologies, I'll just show you real quick. 2/27/2021 was a 16 date numerology. 2 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is 16. Now that is why the 16 was so very significant today. So shout out to everybody that was on the right side of that one. Appreciate you guys. Very clear cut, especially with the way, the way that it was popping out to us. Oh my God. So that was pretty amazing. Shout out to you, Freedom. Always see you in here showing love. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, so that was the 16 that was all across the board today in the Dallas Mavericks game, and we were all over it, and they became 8-8 away, and also it gives a pretty good indicator to what's going to happen next. Correlating with the next game that they have against the specific team that they're going to see on the road, so their away record. So you kind of like to line their away record up with the next team. Give it a loss or a win to see if it correlates with that specific team. But yeah, today the 16s were all across the board. 16 date numerology, Brooklyn Nets 53 to 16 prime, 16th game between these two franchises, and also the 22 and the 13 that plays with both of these teams. So this one was pretty clear cut. And shout out to everybody that took advantage of this. This was a very positive line, and a lot of people specifically attacked this game, isolated this one, and came out on the right side of that one. So shout out to you guys. Obviously those are seasoned people that have been here for a while. They know exactly what looks better than other games, what riddles look more prominent than other games, but that's going to come with experience. We should have just kept it at one play, you know what I'm saying? But we got a little greedy today. But it happens, you know what I'm saying? You live and you learn. But at the same time, this was the more obvious play for today. And for anybody that was looking at that, they should have definitely been able to see that. Just based off of the information that we provided. So shout out to everybody that was able to see through that. You guys are obviously well in tune. And also not just the 16s with the teams, right? But the game also played on Saturday. And Saturday is a 53 date. Saturday equaling 53 to 16 prime as well. So that's just another layer to it. And, the 16s was all across the board. Definitely should have just put out this one and just kept it at one play. But obviously people are always want more than they can handle. You give them 2 plays, they want 3 plays. You give them 3 plays, they want 4 plays. You give them 1 play. Oh my God, it's not enough. What's going on? So people are never satisfied, but you just like to provide solid content, consistent riddles, consistent results, and we don't control the schedules. Obviously, sometimes it's gonna be clearer. Some games are gonna be more clear than others, and we don't control the slates. We don't control when exactly the games are supposed to happen. Obviously, the NBA does. So you just have to be very patient and exercise patience whenever you're dealing with this stuff. People, you got to relax, man. You got to relax. It's a journey. It's not a race. You shouldn't be in a hurry to do anything. This is about building and continuing to building. That's all it's about. This is not a one-hitter quitter, they like to say, or, just swing for the fences with one play. There are ways to do that, but especially not when you're brand new. So you have to exercise patience and restraint, and also a good amount of responsibility. Those are the keys. So shout out to everybody that does that. And yeah, man, if you're in here, hit that like button. Don't worry about if you're gonna see it or not. Just hit that like button. We appreciate it. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, man. I understand a lot of things going on, and there's things going on all over the place. And you just have to, when you have time, you have time. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody that is in here on the late stream, you see we up still working. Hit that like button. Appreciate you. And so yeah, man. But also I want to shout out to this. Listen, man. For everybody that was reaching out to me and inquiring about this boxing match, right? Shout out to everybody that I reached back out to and I told them to leave this boxing match alone. So many people reached out to me and they were like, Victor, take a look at this boxing match. Look at the underdog, blah, 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 blah. He's plus this amount of money. Look at it. He's got great numbers or whatever the case may be. Listen, man. As you guys can see, you guys already see the outcome of this match. It was pretty obvious what was going to happen in this match. Canelo Alvarez sent the guy home, sent him packing. I didn't even watch this, but I think the guy didn't even want to leave his corner. The guy decided to just hang it up, like 40 or something minutes into the match, like 30 minutes into the match. He didn't even come out for the next round. So shout out to everybody that reached out to me and inquired to me about this match and saved their money and did not waste their money on a bad value play. So shout out to you guys. Obviously, there's some underdogs are worth taking the risk on, but in my opinion, this was not one of them. So shout out to everybody that reached out to me, and I was able to reach back out to you and just let you know you should pass on this one. Just save it for another play, go on to the next one, and all that. Because as you can see, Canelo Alvarez handled business. He was like a minus 4,000 or minus 5,000, so there wasn't no money to be met to bet on Canelo. But obviously, you could have saved people a little bit of money by just letting them know that, you should probably save this for another time. So, shout out to you guys. I don't regularly do boxing, but it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out what's going on, especially when you're using these numbers. So, yeah, man, Canelo Alvarez just destroyed this guy. So, shout out to all the 1%ers and everybody like that who's able to reach out to me in Q&A and ask me questions, and I'll get back to you whenever I can. The people that take advantage of that. So, yeah, man. It was a joke. It was really a joke. So, yeah, man, if you're in here, hit that like button. I really, really appreciate you guys. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about another great example of how these scripted professional sports leagues are dishing out these games. Today Dallas Mavericks was a solid play plus money value. And it was pretty clear cut. They destroyed the Brooklyn Nets, and I explained to you guys exactly why. If you're just tuning in, scroll back to the beginning of the video, and you'll see all the numbers that we paid attention to that were all across the board, and they played significantly with not one team, but both teams. And that's what you like to see. You like to see numbers that play potentially with both teams, that correlate potentially with both of the records, and that's a solid riddle. So shout out to everybody that's continuing to learn. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the YouTube, promoting the YouTube, and just showing us love, man. Because I really, really do appreciate it. And for all the negativity, we're not even focusing on that. We don't got time for it. We doing what we doing. We building up, and there's nothing to do with people like that. So we getting them out of here. It's a block party, invite only. You know what I'm saying? We have no shame in blocking anybody. We will get you out of here. So shout out to all the loyal supporters, and all the people that are on the same energy vibration that we are, man. Building positivity, progressive, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. Y'all know what we like to do on the way in, on the way out. Hit that intro music, like we love to say over here, man. Gematria at its finest. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Another great example for the NBA. Another underdog. So shout out to everybody. And I really do appreciate you guys, man. So salute.